Namaste! Namaste, Big Cat! Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big Cat, the karmic stays plotting against you. I know! They've got nothing better to do with their time except see what they plotted against is still rising to the top. Fist bump. Namaste, Big Cats. Namaste. I'm losing my voice, but I've still got something to say. So guess what? We're going in, guys. We are going in. Just waiting for the laptop to catch up so I can see the comments. But in the meantime, darling dears, we will kick off with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So big mode, energy, up, up, up. Big Cat, are you good? Are you fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely? Let's go to the planetary energies. Today, darling dears, Pallas enters Pisces, no less. It will be pushing us to what? Trust our guts. Because Pallas gives you divine wisdom through dreams and your intuition. Let's dive a little bit more into Pallas so you understand what Pallas is serving you. Pallas is the goddess of wisdom, right? The goddess of self-defense. According to Greek mythology, Pallas sprang from the cranium of her father, the king of heaven, whole and dressed. Yes, baby, came out a whole adult. Ready. Pallas is known as the artisan and is connected to the art of weaving, right? Pallas's symbol is a wise owl. She's in charge of defending herself and those important to her, and she creates objects of lasting beauty through her love of fabric and her skills with a needle and a thread. Anytime we come up with a reason or a theory, darling dears, we are what? Tapping into our Pallas. When we have to defend ourselves and come up with a strategy to deal with what? Office politics in the school, community cliques, skullduggerous family members, right, that are now distant relatives, you are what? Stepping into your Pallas. Pallas makes us all philosophers. We are philosopher cats, right? Don't let no one tell you any different. Pallas is never the aggressor. She never strikes first, but she defends herself and those she loves. She is known as what? The warrior queen. And is closely associated with what? Sagittarius, the only zodiac sign with a weapon. And the ninth house where you will find Sagittarius, darling dear, is about philosophy and how you view the world, your take on the world. If you have Pallas in Aries, you have the wisdom of sudden inspiration. If you have Pallas in Taurus, you have the wisdom of common sense blood. Fist bump, yeah. Pallas in Gemini, the wisdom of paradox. Pallas in Cancer, the wisdom of empathy. Pallas in Virgo, the wisdom of dissemination. Pallas in Libra, the wisdom of harmony. Pallas in Scorpio, the wisdom of insight. Pallas in Sagittarius, the wisdom of cohesion. I told you Sagittarius come with that bow blood. And the arrow. Okay. Phallus in Capricorn is the wisdom of sequential order. Phallus in Aquarius, the wisdom of the future. And finally, but not the last or the least, Phallus in Pisces, the wisdom of compassion. Big Cat, let's dive in and see what's going on in these streets as the karmics stay plotting. But what are they plotting for, darling dears? What are they plotting for? I don't know. Let's see who's in the chat. First in the chat, CB Wagwan, Fist Bump, Closeted Masked Healer. Pinky's up, haven't seen you for a while, darling dear. Are you good? Boss Lady B, Angel Love, Victoria Lynn, Baby Doll Nickelberry, Kung Fu Panda, hiya, sneaking in on a Big Cat. Always got a chop for you. Stay breezy, Miss Chef Brown Chef, Abigail, Riviera, Pinky's up, Divine Feminine Claire. Namaste, Claire. Are you fabulous? Let's dive in. Anybody who I haven't called out, namaste to you. Most welcome. I've got intel, don't you know? Pinky's up. Right, we're going to kick off with the rune as these karmics stay plotting. They don't realize that they've got the full effect of the boomerang, darling dear. Proverbs 21:18. Oh, you've got two Palo Santos. They're plotting, right? Look at this shiznai. Lean in, Big Cat. Lean in. This is represented by Thursaz. It's represented by the devil in tarot. The numbers 60, 61, 62, and 63. It also represented by the letter X. Yeah, an attack as well as suffering. Somebody's going through it. The devil is about what? Obsession, obsessively jealous, right? The codependent amongst the codependent. The blind in the land of the blind, darling dear. All looking at what? Searching out each other's cracks, darling dear, because they don't know what they're looking at or what they're touching. Well, good for them, right? The devil comes through with what? The Capricorn energy. Some of them have what? Extremely addictive behaviors. They're addicted to you, darling dear. You are like what? Air and water to them. As they continue to what? Conspire and see if they've won against the Big Cat. Are you kidding me, blood? Ha ha! Laugh with me, Big Cats. Ha ha! Had to put my shoulders into that. We also have the something about what? This person is a hedonistic, right? They lead with physical abuse as well as verbal abuse. They're extremely cruel and wicked. Wicked. Right, we've got their number. The second rune, right, is Feo. Feo is represented by the world card, a situation that you ended. Said what? Love and light. And then you did the tinky winky. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. With the bag, I might add. Darling dears, Feo, right? The world card also says there's pain. They're still watching. And you are paying attention. Why? You're Peter 5'8" up in this bitch of a sober spirit and on the alert. For ear hustlers. Why? Because you've got to protect your heart chakra. Proverbs 4:23. For from your heart springs the well of life, darling dear. This is why you had to end the situation. They say your nose is in the air. I don't think it's high enough, darling dear. As I was saying, Feo is represented by the world card, darling dear, in tarot. It speaks about your wealth and abundance. Somebody's what achieved some form of accolade or some kind of status in a community, darling dear. And they're not loving it. They're hating on your everything. Represented by the numbers 84, 85, 86, and 87. And the letters F-O. I can only think of a swear word. I said swear road. Yeah, you had to take the swear road as you did the F and the O. Yeah. Only in the way as only an ibex can. Yes, baby. They're looking at your riches. Abundant you be, darling dear. Even your words. because you took the time to become a keyboard gangster during the DNS, the death of the soul, where you got your flip-flop back. What's that? Your common sense, blood? Right. Let's move on, darling dears. We're going to go with the charms. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth roof. Pinkies up. These charms can be... Listen, the bag don't want to let me in. Shall I leave you alone, bag? Let's get some charms. See what's going on. See what's really going on. Right. A stalk always brings a new beginning, darling dear. This also speaks about what them wishing that one of your progeny would be brown bread. Or if you're carrying a baby at this moment in time, they don't want you to come to full term, darling dear. They're wishing on the downfall of your progeny, darling dear. They're wicked through and through, and they're not stopping, mate. But guess what? Spirit gave you what the whales tell in the upright, I might add. Purported to be the largest mammal on this Malkuth, darling dear, as well as one of the most intelligent, darling dears. This also speaks about whatever they are trying to bat at you. You are doing swimmingly well. Swimmingly well. They are what? Dummy bats. Dummy bat. My condolences for those who have lost children, darling dear. There is no word in any language for a parent that loses a child. There is no word in any language for a sibling that loses their sibling. That's how painful and deep it is. My condolences, Big Cat. Sorry, I had to take a moment there to contemplate my sister. May she rest in power. Jacqueline, Susan, Martin. Ooh, child, let me just fix up my eye chakras, yeah? Because if anything leaks out, never you forget, Big Cat, rub them bitches in. Best skin tighter this side of the universe. Fist bump. Because when you lose a sibling or a child, darling dear, even a parent, it comes in waves. But when you fall down 7 times in your grief, get up 8. Remember, they are now your ancestor, and they are rooting for you from the spirit side of town. Fist bump. So what else they looking at with their evilest eyes and their wickedest tongues? Oh, crimes, darling dear. They're trying to bring up the past, any past situation that you went through, any form of skullduggery, and it surely is a crime. Why? They are trying to resurrect the dead. To what? Pour salt on your name. Alexis Holmes, fist bump. What else? What did I say? We called it, we see it. They're haters, blood. Haters from the nosebleed section with the plastic seats, I might add. They are being sat down by spirit, darling dear. Nothing like being sat down by spirit because you're on the docket, blood. Good. What did I say? Proverbs 21:18. Friends, how many of us have them? Yes, baby. And it's a friend, someone close to you. Could be a family member, could be a work colleague. They want you, what? In the gutter, darling dear. So you could look at their crack for eternity as they, what? Walk up and down all over your life, darling dear. Committing crimes. Effrontery for sure. On your name. Continue to win, Big Cat, because they can't understand how you managed to bend the matrix. These haters with their lurking, loitering eyes. Yeah. We've got a big F and we know what we lead with an F. Love and light. I know love and light isn't spelt by F, but I mean it. Hey! When I mean it, I mean it. Bad juju, be dispelled. Let's move on, darling dears, because this is going to be a whole bushel. Base of the deck. Burning a candle in your favor, eh? Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to what? Liven up yourself, darling dear. No. They can't understand how you got up, big cat. They had a plan for you when you can't outplan the master of all plans, Father God Most High. Find your phallus, darling dears. You'll know how to handle these mother foes because they're going to respect your name, darling dear. They're going to have to put some respect on your name. Come through, Birdman, push, clap. This also speaks about a 5, conflict and change. The same candles again, darling dear. They burned in the quiet in your name. They're going to have to put respect on it, darling dear. One way or the other. Base of the deck. Because you've only just begun, darling dear. You're in incubation stage. And this also speaks to what? Some of the cats that are pregnant at this moment in time. You are protected. Your progeny is protected in the name of the Most High. No weapon formed against you and your progeny shall prosper, darling dear. I told you, it's boomerang season for the karmic. Proverbs 21:18. What else? That's a duo, darling dears. Do we go with the left or the right? Left or right? Who's going to call it first? Left or right, darling dears? Okay. Elsie, always 22. You said the left. We're going on the left, blood. Yes. What did I say? The miserable. This is represented by the 10 of cups. Is hotting up in the mud hut, right? This is an unhappy environment with the codependent amongst the codependent. Yes, and they're not winning. The fire energy on its face speaks about lacking creativity. I told you, resurrecting the dead, your past mistakes, but you took them as a lesson. They see it as a crime, and they're all over it, darling dear. They want to bring a big cat down when they're already at the bottom. Good golly and gosh. 10 of cups on its face, darling dears. This talks about a troublemaker. A troublemaker, a ragamuffin and a ruffian, right? When they need to what? Beat up on themselves, darling dear. They need to get to the fist and the mirror, right? These people are not facing their shadow side, blocked off from their creativity, manipulative for sure. It also speaks about what on its face? The lack of security and disharmony within their home. They're keeping up appearances. They're doing the hyacinth bouquet, darling dear. When we know their name is Bucket, blood. Bucket. Some of it's cum bucket. Some of it is shit bucket. Yes, baby. A bucket of shiznai-e. Yeah, them are got through it. And they're crying into their fist, I might add, because they've got to keep up appearances. Right. In the land of the blind. They will be made to put respect on your name, darling dears, as you continue to co-create from the hip in their face. Base of the deck. What did I say? Someone's being told to fetch the black bags, blood. Someone's not buying their crying story. They've got to get out. Get out and get to it. Yeah, what's this trying to peep up? You're still shining, blood. The rebirth from the ashes, baby. They wanted you to be frozen in time, worrying about what they've got to do. Well, Big Cat is busy what? Getting up to rebirthing yourself. And they better what? Go and eat shit. Yes. Why? Because law 1 of the 48 laws of power. Never try to outshine a big cat. Yeah, had to get Woody Woodpecker with that bitch. Oh, hell no. How now, brown cow? As their world, right, is what's slipping through their fingers. Some of them being destabilized from the mud hut. They've got to get out or realize they're amongst dummy bats, the land of the blind and the blind. Don't take them back, big cat. When you see this phoenix rising from the ashes, you don't see what a saddle on its back. Remember who brought the darkness. Remember who tried to perpetrate the darkness. Remember who preyed on the death of your progeny, darling dears. We must not render evil for evil, nothing like a praying cat. Your ancestral team, your security can be called at any time. Don't allow it, darling dears. It's so 2020. Yes, being destabilized. Listen, the shit they wrote about you, darling dear, it's not going to manifest, I told you. It's boomerang season, Proverbs 21:18. What's going on here? The lies they tell. It also speaks about legal works when you've seen something written with a quill pen. In the reverse, if you're going through a court case or you're feeling like you need to bring a habeas corpus against what, a bottom feeder. What's a bottom feeder? A rat, lower than a slug or a snail. Always sliming and slippering about as they sliver from the crevice of the devil's balls. To bring up F shit that does not even compete or compare where a big cat chooses to step. I told you, as a big cat, you step into the room and you own that bitch. Now I'm starting to feel a bit pissed off. Let's go. Let's get a deck. I've got to find the right one, darling dear. Not because I've got them all lined up behind me. Let me go with this one. See what these dickheads are doing. Base of the deck. Lying and spying, blood. Subterfuge and bull swanky. The moon card, Cancer as well as Pisces energy, speaks about what? A disingenuous friend. They're not your friend, blood. Especially the type of friend that likes to run a joke about something you've got going on, right? In your face. You better bat them bitches off, mate. They're a dummy bat. Remember I told you, big cat, we are obstreperous, blood. Obstreperous! Nothing like a praying cat. You then become a thinking cat as they continue to thunk what they can do to you to bring you down. Outrageous. Current energy around those plotters. Oh, we've got the Seven of Cups. They've got lots of choices, darling, at this moment in time. But are they choosing them wisely? No, they will always go for the what? The cup of the snake. Their brethren, their friend, and cockroaches. Seven of Cups in the upright, I might add. This speaks about what? They're taking the time to reflect. They're uncertain of the choices and the options that they've actually got around them. Because now, right, they're seeing that choices are getting consequences. They chose to F over a big cat and they're living with the consequences. They chose to speak on your name and they're living with the consequences. They burnt candles, they wrote shit and they're living with the consequences. Nothing like a consequence at the back end. What did I say? Queen of Cups on her face. This is a liar and a spire. This is somebody who's codependent, used to being a doormat, right? But they're keeping up appearances, blood. They're keeping up appearances. This is someone who will never, ever be anyone's wife. They are what? Put in a position of mistrust, of the subterfuge and the come bucket. Yes, baby. All of this and that, spying and gossiping. This person is not in tune with their intuition. A gutter snipe if ever I've seen one. The Queen of Cups on her face. Good God. This means this is a tree sloth as well. They are bitter at this moment in time. Emotionally immature, right? Self-centered and keeping up appearance. And did I say jelly bogelly? Ooh, child, cut your fan on. Oh, they are jealous. Jealous, darling dear. You might say, but Case, I'm not where I need to be, bitch. You're not where you need to be, but you ain't where you was with this bottom feeder. Jealous, bitter, and spying. They never had no love for you. This cup of love is over. Turned over. This is also the Queen of Cups cutting off the emotions to a situation, right? They wanted you to be confused. You didn't know which cup they were offering. Every cup had bullshit in it. And some of them had what? A 2-piece. And I'm not talking about the 2-piece from KFC, blood. What else? These plotters. They're a bunch of wankers. Listen, I've got many a cockney name for them. Listen, I told you. When you come here, I speak in the Queen's English, 2nd generation Jamaican patois, Cockney rhyming slang, and a lot of fuck you. Yes, baby. Told you. Obstreperous we be. What else? Look, they getting their answers or their words straight from the devil. In the upright, this is Father God Most High. This person went against boundaries. Queen of Cups, right, is a wife. If you was in a loving situation with them, you said it's over. It's over. Right? Fetch the black bags. This is why they're still what? Wishing the worst on you. But you saw the truth of them, darling dear. You see them for who they truly are. You realize that they was what? A stumbling block in your life. Stumbling block. Bitter Betty or Benjamin. From the what? Nosebleed section. 911 Freddy Krueger Mud Hut. 2 streets over from the loser lane. In the district of the damned. Right? And they're going on a field trip today on the spiritual short bus. Past the sign that says you must not F up past this point. Right. Listen, allow me with my 28 inches, yeah? Getting me upset. Lack of faith in a situation. This person did not respect any boundaries. If you was married, mate, this person used the ring as an option, right? An option. While they filled up many other cups. If this was a sister, a mother, or a cousin, there was never any parent or friend, sister, cousin to you. They never was. They was too busy being jealous and wicked. Yes, a mother can be jealous of a child. A father can be jealous of a child. Your sister can be jealous of you. Your brother can be jealous of you. Your cousin can be jealous of you. Your co-worker can be jealous of you. This is why you must unfriend, unfamily, and unco-work. Base of the deck. What did I say? Shepherds of the devil they be. We've got a solid 4 here, but they're getting a new perspective as they continue to spy from the nosebleed section. Good God. And as they spy, what do they see? They see that you pee glitter, you shit cupcakes, and you fart rainbows, darling dear. Oh, on a knife surgery? Listen. This also speaks about the clarity of mind. You, big cat, are seeing things from a different point, from a spiritual point, realizing that it's what? Spiritual warfare, where they had you stuck, right? Unable to move until you realized who the hell you was and who the hell your father is. Who is your mother? You realize Father God and Mother Isis, blood. You freed yourself from the obstacles and principalities that they tried to perpetrate in your presence for all eternity. How now, brown cow? You're full of knowledge, blood. I told you, knowledge is power. And power is power. Right, let's get the tiny cut so we can go right in. Get right into the crevice of their wickedness. Where's my tiny... Oh, yes. Base of the deck. Listen, you're not having it, mate. Queen of Swords, right? Professor of the puzzle, darling dear. This is about the wisdom of your experiences. If this was a marriage, you've divorced yourself from that situation. I don't know that person. This is what? Court season. We already saw the legalities of it all. Their crimes will be counted in the courtroom on Keitha and Malkuth. Queen of Swords, that shit. Queen of Swords, that shit. Right, let's see what else is going on with these marauders. Right, they saw you as an option, darling dear. if they gave you a ring, it was a ring of what? Drudgery and a thankless, unfathomable task. When you're dealing with the devil's strongest worker, blood, it's bare forensic evidence. You have to go and listen. We've left the red light. You got to get the blue light to see what's going on with these motherfuckers. Because I'm telling you, I don't use motherfucker often. It's usually a motherfucker. But today, hey, they get the full effect. This is F shit. You need a blue light for that. Yeah. Forensic evidences, right? They chose to use the big cat as an option. They chose that shit. They was never your friend, always a hater. They chose to do it. Look. Destabilized foundation, destabilized in their cranium, right? And if they're wishing to be someone's wife or husband, it'll never happen, blood. It never happen. This is a professional mistress. Yeah, a tree sloth for sure. Queen of Cups with the Futuma Panani in the air. This person used you as an option. And it also speaks about what? What you lost in that situation. Your common sense, because in the upright, this is your mental health, blood. You lost your common sense, your Skrilla.com, right? And they're having a downturn in their finances. I think they didn't choose wisely. Scorpio energy. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is what? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What's this? Bombs over Baghdad. Yes, baby. The tower has been struck. They did master anything. When you see a crown in the upright, it speaks about mastery. Whatever subterfuge and bull swanky. They try to what? Deal at your back chakra, darling dear. It's not working. This is also what? The sudden change. They feel as though you've had a sudden change in your life. They see you as what? Being guarded and vigilant, right? And acting like you're above them. Bitch, everybody's above a bottom feeder. This is spiritual strength, darling dear, as you gain the new perspective in your life. You've only got one life, darling dear. You've always been on your life purpose, but you've got these marauders that show up, these characters in your life, to try and take you off your gangster, make you feel less than you are, doubt your abilities when you had a whole kingdom before you met them. Bottom feeder. What about this Queen of Cups? Whomsoever that is. Baby, they are being breadcrumbed and they are a breadcrumber. Listen, it's the chicken head season. They are what? A beached or a benched chicken head. It's not working for them. This I'm saying. All they wished it on you, darling. Wished it. Burnt candles for. It's happening to them. Touch not the anointed. How do you know you were anointed? Because you had the hardest path until you realized a thing or two about a thing or two. Libra energy on its face. Again, any legal situation that is brought against them on Kiefer and Malkuth, it will be in your favor, darling dears. This is someone who loved to give to many, right? Especially your business. They told your intimate secrets, right? This also speaks about financial records. They had your what? Your ATM password as well as your psychological password, darling dear. They stole money from you. Time, energy. This Queen of Cups character, no one's friend, no one's wife or husband, no mother, no, listen, bottom feeder personified. They took all of this and that. They did take it. They went past taking the piss. They was taking a shit. And they would love to come back again, darling dear. Look at that rusty cup of bullshit. Yes, baby, bull swanky for sure and opium, right? They'd love for you to be able to charm you back into a situation. They will come from breadcrumb you. Tell you what, the sky is grey with purple stripes if it will get you back on their team. They will be charming, darling dear. Trying to offer up friendship. This also speaks about a party or some kind of celebration. You will see the breadcrumbs there. But fortunately for you, common sense is your go-to move. You see everything clearly, right? This is the Page of Swords. This is about being mentally, I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords. This is about being mentally trapped. They are mentally trapped on you, darling dear. While you are the Hangman in reverse, seeing things clearly, understanding it all. You're going to meet upon these people at some kind of a social environment. They're going to try and offer up apologies, sorries. But remember, you forget, darling dear, whomsoever this person or people are to you, they are that bird that flew past its nest, darling dear. They are that dog, that lazy dog that must nyam the dirty pudding that they baked. Based off the deck, because all they come with is wickedness and more confusion. They are in secret competition with you. Listen, whatever they chose, they didn't choose wisely. In the crevice of the devil's balls, they are stagnant and stuck in toxicity, can't get out of the situation, doesn't have the creativity that the big cat does. Not happy with the choices they made, eh? Not loving it, eh? This is Scorpio as well as Venus energy on its face. It also speaks about the choice that they made. It's a choice where they've got unwanted options. So just imagine how that person or people are being abused. Listen, their neck is always being slapped by this wicked Queen of Cups, who's mentally entrapped about what you've got going on. And then Brock. Did I tell you that there was Brock Proctors? Whatever they was waiting to come in, whether it's finances, common sense, good health, all of the above, it's not coming, mate. And look what's underneath that. Again, 2 of Wands, 2 different decks. Stuck in it. Boomerang season. What they wish for you, darling dear, is on them. Oh well. Oh well. What's this? This is major spying, darling dear. Why? Because they see you the master of something. Whenever you see a king, it's King of Swords. It's mastery, darling dear. Professor of the puzzle. They can't trick you. This is about you actively gathering intel. Some of you have become a studious or have a business that is to do with information, giving of information. Whatever it is, darling dear, you've mastered it. And they are big time king-size spying on you. These mouth breathers. What about this Temperance on its face? Right? These, what? Little finger. Pennywise son or daughter. We already see the Brock Pocketers and the bad health. Right? In secret competition with a big cat. Wishing badness on your progeny blood. Divine is telling you to turn your shape look back and look to your ships that are coming in. Continue to focus on your creativities. Don't focus on them, because if you do, you're giving them your energies, darling dear. New beginning. Some of you will be traveling over the next few days. What did I say? They want to come through, mate. They want to come back with their in and out energy. If this was an ex-partner, look at all of the branches on their foot, and their planet looks like the black hole of Calcutta. You better squeeze the swords that shit. Pay your knees. They will be charming. We already saw the Knight of Cups. They will be charming. But they're only there for a good time to hit you up with an STD and a quick soul tie. Yes. Block party, darling dear. This is about continuing to reinforce your boundaries, darling dear. Big boinking boundaries. Because why? If they're coming back to try and take you off your flip-flop and try and ruin you, you're the dog's bollocks. You're saying, Case, why would you say that? Listen, have you ever seen a dog? What do they spend the most day polishing with their tongue? Their bollocks. You're the dog's bollocks. And they wants to come back, but it's block party. Could be as many as 6 people against you, darling dear. But you chose, right, not to take that cup. The cup of a liar. The cup of a page. Page of Cups, darling dear. Comes with the subterfuge bull swanky. They come on what? They come dressed up as a knight with a page apology. My hairline blood, my edges feels itchy. Continue to what? Give them the world card. You finish that situation. This is why they want to come back. They can't manipulate you. And no matter how much they spy and peep, right, and lurk with the loitering eyes, they don't know how you bend the matrix. Imagine that. Well, they need to be on notice. No, you don't tell them, Big Cat, because we only speak to them with love and light, full on Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. The more they focus on you as what one of the chosen are able to what transmute that energy from darkness to light. So let them continue to spy and what plot against you, darling dear. It's all what wind beneath your wings. Now I'm sucking my 31 teeth and I don't like that. A new perspective, seeing things from a different angle, a spiritual angle. This is about you, what? Coming out of the delays that they try to put on you. Why? Because they're effing liars, darling dear. Liars, skin peeling liars. This is what you see from a new perspective. Again, we see the World card. You finish that situation. This is why Divine gave you a fresh start, right? They wanted you in the nosebleed section. That's a lot of cards. Look, on your vigilance, darling dear, you moved on from an emotionally draining situation, right? But you didn't put the bandage into a blindfold. You leaned into your spiritual strength to get away. I can't make it up. Running away from those in the past. Nothing wrong with that, darling dear. Why? Because Divine is gifting you with what? The cup of love, self-love. And can you not see the 5 streams of income? This is about you being in a mentally better place. And the 2 sixes speak about what? Contradictions. What you are doing in your life is contradicting every bad thing they are putting out there to the feeble-minded and the simpletons. Some of you had to move on with your progeny, and your progeny is safe. What? Thy rod and thy staff, they protect thee. Yea, though I walk through the shadow of the valley of death. Call on your ancestral team, darling dear. Pray over your progeny. Pray over your progeny, because they're wicked. They're wicked. If they can't get you, they'll get the next best thing. With their wickedness, pray over your children. Split the deck. Because they're under judgment, blood. Judgment knows their address. They're on the docket. Yeah. On its face. This is water, fire, and Pluto energy. They're not going to be liberated from the karma that is being rained on their head. They're going through bad health. They've got a lack of faith in themselves, right? If they're in a relationship, it's karmic retribution, darling dear. And did I tell you that they were stupid? Yeah. Well, stupid rhymes with feeble-minded. Allow me, blood. I'll rhyme what I want with what I want. Yeah. They're stupid. Seeing things from a different perspective. They can't break your heart again. Proverbs 4:23. You know how to guard your heart chakra from the wicked. Why? Intuitively guided, darling. There you see them coming before they get out of their what? Their bed of degradation. They see you from a different perspective. You're not the cat you were able to be pulled about, right? And then you have the merchants of slander on the balls of their feet coming to tell you this and that. Again, I'm sucking my 31 teeth. I don't like doing that. Let's go to another deck. The deck of the wicked, I say. I had to split it because it's such a big deck. Any more intel on the karmics as they continue to plot, right? Everyone now sees I'm the toxic one. Oh, is it? Why? Did they F them over as well? Did they F over everyone else as well? Yeah, right. Listen, Nels, allow me. Right? Return to sender. Stat, darling dear. You have the right as a spiritual being, having a human experience, to claim dominion over yourself at any time. I told you, it's boomerang season. Proverbs 21:18. Right? Divine child. Right? Being shielded by your ancestor team. I told you, boomerang season. I can't make it up. Right? Reaping what they sowed. The spell they sent, right, to you, darling dear, is working on them. You saw me shuffle it. Return to sender, right? They tried to keep busy. All I think about it, what did I say? Sputnik, the mouth breather, you're always on their mind. Trying to bring you down. When you're feeling discouraged, darling dears, sometimes you've got to encourage yourself and speak the word over your life and your progeny. Remember, in the beginning was the word. Hint, hint. What else? Oh, this one got left behind. The world card, we saw it twice. You've got a clean slate and they don't like it. They don't like the way you shimmy and shake as you set up those boundaries and are building generational wealth, right? They can't sleep, right? They're guilty. They feel impressed, pumped, and perturbed. They've got debts. Brock pocketers, right? Some of them are experiencing job loss. We already saw the two foundations being separated. They're being told to you're getting your P45 blood. Yeah. Displacement, being chucked out, and they've got medical woes, possibly slip through the net. They need a psychological evaluation, but that's nothing to do with the big cat. Why? Because you're not having it. They can't come in. They can't. They really can't. They really cannot. Empty boxes make the most noise, I say. What else? What did I just see? Narcissist, High Commander Decepticon, little finger, son or daughter. Yes! They've got a criminal past of violence. You wasn't the first cat they pushed around. And we already saw the crime being called. This person is what? A criminal. And needs to be in prison with the prisoners. Right? Where they will respect the process, mate. They thought you would come back to be effed over again without the Vaseline. And they can't sleep. We'll return that to sender, yeah? This narcissist, right, is trying to keep busy. Everyone knows that they're toxic. But they're putting up with it. Why? They think they won a prize. I'm laughing like Chow on The Hangover. Yeah. I think not. You better continue to put your third eye on that bitch or Mitch. I told you we are Peter 5-8. Sober. Was it of a sober spirit and on the alert? We're not waiting for Bull Swanky to come for us. We're not looking for it. We're too busy what? Flying high with the eagles. And it's their own fault what they're going through. Why? Law number 1 of the 48 laws of power. They tried to outshine a big cat. Ha ha. Idiots. Bottom feeding idiots. Right? They wanted you to be their emotional tampon forever. They are basura. Right? And they forgot or they didn't know, but they know it now. You as a red light, green light champion. Fist bump, as am I, of 79. Any more messages for the big cat before I push off? We've got 111 in the chat, manifestation mode. Fist bump. What else? A chicken head. What did I say? A tree sloth. Always a number 2. Will never be number 1. Right? So we know it's a female. But then again, gender is fluid in tarot. It's a chicken head, mate. With a 1 dead rose. This person is easily plucked. Right? No one's prize. They're watching you change. And it's also the 9 speaks about the hermit, darling dear. Having isolated yourself from bottom feeders and feeble-minded, who was always fit to put in as number 2. Yeah. And it could be a number 9, just like Shakari. Always last, darling dear. Last chosen. They're watching the change in your life. Some of them you've changed and bust up on your what? Chariot of righteousness. Beep, beep. Darkest glass when you're driving past them, yeah? Don't be tempted to drive into a puddle and wet them up. No, that's petty. It's funny though. Petty. Very funny. Petty. They can't compete where they don't compare. Present energy. Both of you are looking. The wicked in their number 2 position, right? And you are looking at me. This is present energy. This is what's going on now. They're seeing changes. Some of you are upgrading your cars, right? Moving to a new home, right? They see you traveling, right? You're a traveling cat. The 9 speaks about what? Being divinely guided. When you see it on the Virgo, the Hermit card, darling dears, you see the beard. It took time for you to get it going. It took time. Just like fine wine. What about this chicken head? Right? With their low vibing ways. Told you. Pressed, pumped, and perturbed. Yes, baby. 33, the same age as Jesus and Bob Marley. It's also law 33 of the 48 laws of power. You know that opponent. Bottom feeder. I told you. All they want for you, darling dear. And them, they're going through a poverty stage. Did I tell you that they're broke? They've got all sorts of debts. Do we have time for petty? Jess! Bell! Jezebel! Them have no pentacale. No pentacale, none. Not a bean. Return to sender boomerang season. They are getting the full effect of what? Proverbs 12:24. You're a hustling cat. You are blessed and highly favored. And somebody has to watch from the nosebleed section. They, them, and the disloyal amongst the disloyal, right? Somebody even wifed up, right? The community, what? Mattress. That's their business, blood. Now they've got time to think of the consequences, right? And the bad luckiness that came with that poison for Panani or for Tom. Well, good for them. We're not sorry. Are you sorry, big cat? I'm not sorry. Not sorry. Right? Base of the deck. On your change, you've gone from the 9 to the 10, darling. You're divinely guided. Your steps are in order. 9 speaks about attainments, feeling fulfilled at this moment in time. And it also speaks about what? Your evolution, darling dear. The 10 speaks about the ending of a cycle, coming full circle and renewal. Bad bitch, personified, fist bomb, the baddest cat. Hey, sucks to be them. They, them, and What do we need to know about your journey? It was hard work, but you was up for it, being divinely guided. The 3 and the 4 is the Emperor and the Empress. This is about you balancing out your masculine and feminine energies, rolling up your sleeves. And again, we go back to Pallas. Remember, Pallas is the mistress of weaving, darling dear. The intricacies in the work that you did. Some of you work, I don't know, whatever it is, it's intricate, blood. It took time, and you was being divinely guided. This is why the light is at your back, darling dear. You worked hard for what you've got, right? And look at this. As you continue to work, some of you are going to step into real wealth, generational wealth. And it also speaks about a benefactor or a partner who is up there, somebody who's healed, coming towards you, right? Great good fortune. It can't get any better. Do you get the message? Have you understood the assignment, big cat? Worry not about a bottom feeder. If you had to tell them to fetch the black bag's blood, they deserved it. Right? And spirit has them, mate. Spirit has them. Look away. Right? Continue to focus on you. Focus on your work, your creativities, and get great. Continue to get great as they what? Stand struck to stone with that pussy. Or for Tom in the back. Who's that? The number 2. That they possibly might even have chosen over you. Bitch. When you come with what? Triple the 2. Big cat personified. 3 and a 2 is what? The Empress as well as the High Priestess. Oh God. Oh well. They've got all of eternity to think about their mistakes as you continue to what? Boss up in their face. They will throw stones at your glass house, darling dear. But it seems like you've got bulletproof. Yes, baby. It's bouncing right back off. I told you. Proverbs 21:18. Is that it? Do we have anything else to give the public? I'm going to go over the moon cards and then I'm out of here. I'll be coming back with the air signs next 48 hours. A personal issue reaches resolution, right? Full moon in Cancer. Full means harvest, darling dear. Harvest time for you. Cancer energy is also about what? The emotions, right? Your feels, darling dear. Whatever that issue for you is emotionally, know this. It's coming to fruition, right? And the energy is gaining momentum on a waxing moon. It's coming in at a hot trot, darling dear. This great fortune, right? The answers you need are coming, the Gemini energy. Remember, the Gemini can also tell you about the two-facedness of these mother foes. You don't know what side of the dummy bat's face to smack first. None of them, darling dear. Don't waste your energies. Continue to focus on you and get great. Leave them as they scrabble, right? At the bottom of the pot for intel on you, right? As they what? Try and spread subterfuge and bull swanky. Let them commit their crimes. Let them. Because that energy is for your greatness, darling dear. I don't mean physical crimes against you, because I tell you to defend yourself, right, to the 10th power. This is why we've always got 3 go-to moves. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddler love to Teesprings, toddler love to Patreon, or simply come back here. Big cat. Them I got to eat. It's full on hairline taking stuff, guys. Nothing to do with a big cat who's saying how now, brown cow, and putting your back into it. As I said before, pray over your progeny. They will try anything, right, to bring you down. They, them, and But the same spell castation and the wickedness, the wicked intent, the words, everything is back on them. You are what? A smooth big cat. You are the baddest cat, and you have those badass alchemist ways. I've told you many a time. There's nothing like a cat and a prayer. Yeah. And as I always say, don't get smoked and don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Be smooth it, darling dear. Darkest class.